Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum, and today I'm bringing you another double reaction to Deep Purple and Blackmore's Night. We're going to be checking out the songs The Gypsy and Ocean Gypsy from those two groups, respectively. And, it's kind of interesting that I'm doing this reaction today because I am coming off of a weekend where, after many years, I'm talking at least 10, maybe 15 plus years at this point, I rewatched the movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And if you guys have seen that movie or know anything about its history and the themes it kind of speaks to, there is a lot of demonization of the gypsies in that movie. And as a young lad watching it, I certainly did not see a lot of the themes or get a lot of the meaning or message or even like the parallels with history. And after rewatching it, wow, what a dark movie at times. And, I'm sure there may be many controversial opinions about this movie, but it's just interesting getting to re-experience content and film, music, whatever it is, many years removed from its genesis, or maybe even when you had first experienced the art, the work, and now you get to kind of view it in a different light with other context, new information, etc., etc. You know the drill. But I'm excited to be checking these two songs out here today, and that is all thanks to Graham the Fearless for making this donation request. Thank you, Graham. Now, let's jump in.
My baby, she don't love me no more. All right.
We're already getting the riff. The riff to establish where we are in Deep Purple land.
Tell me, Gypsy, can you see me in crystal ball? I'm asking you, what can I do? My back's against the wall, and I can't hold on much longer. So I've come to you, my friend. For now, my life seems out of
Hey, behind them is a rainbow. I also believe the lead singer in this is David Coverdale, I believe is his name. There's obviously a bit of a difference, right, between him and Ian. The backing vocals doing so much too. Am I seeing this correctly? He's just fully elevated his mic stand. Casual. Part of me right now is thinking that the video is spliced in a way that is not actually a contiguous recording of the live performance. It almost feels a bit like they've spliced together clips from that performance that look similar to what they were performing at that moment, but not exactly. Like I'm seeing it even in John's playing. Like, he did not play that just there. Show me Richie. I'll be able to tell more easily. I don't think it's a unedited recording, at least. Yeah, no. That's okay though. We're here for the music. I like this melody. Oh. Dude, he's fire, man. What a performer, what a player. Wow, love the swelling vocals and harmony there against John's organ. Huge atmosphere now. Yeah, it's like the impending storm, right? Deep Purple live. It's Deep Purple live. That's like a different class of Deep Purple, which is so funny to say because, of course, you always want your artist to sound as amazing as they do live and in the studio and vice versa. But that's also a kind of charming quality of Deep Purple in my mind is they've recorded so many albums. They're all amazing in their own right. When they go to perform live, the songs are just re-envisioned. They're magnified. They're almost like, I feel like caricatures of themselves would be an improper characterization, but they're expansive. And of course, you can become more rowdy on the strings, on the vocals, on the drums. You can make anything happen because it is in that N of one moment where the crowd is giving you feedback in real time and you're playing to that crowd, and whatever you hear them kind of screaming for and moving their bodies to, you can just lean more into that. Like, you know, if you're having conversations with people, for example, you're not going to just have the same cookie cutter conversation with every single person, because different personalities call for different conversational techniques, different conversational topics, right? So the same kind of thing can be said in a musical venue where you're performing. You want to have a different kind of musical conversation between each other on stage as well as with the audience. And part of that dynamic feedback comes from how the audience is responding. That's why I just love hearing their live performances so much, in addition to the many other reasons to hear them live. Richie just goes insane every time. Really catchy song, honestly. It's another one of those immediately catchy Deep Purple riffs that you can build on, expand, add to, modify, take away from, and then at the end recenter yourself in the riff and kind of let it all fade away. Solid. Let's jump into the next track, Ocean Gypsy. We'll see how they re-envision the idea of the gypsy now in the world of Blackmore's Night. Already highly acoustic, as you might have expected. Dream state.
Tried to take it all away, let her freedom just inside a day, and find her soul to find their fears allayed. Tried to make her love their own. They took her love, they left her there. They gave her nothing back that she would want to own. Gold and silver rings and stones, dances slowly off the moon. No one else could know she stands alone. Sleeping dreams will reach for her.
It's like mist, musical mist around me.
She knows she's alone and she is free. Ocean gypsy of the moon, the sun has made 1,000 nights for you to hold. Ocean gypsy, where are you? Shadows followed by the stars have turned to gold, turned to Then she met a hollow soul, filled him with her light and was consoled. She was the moon and he the sun was gold. Eyes were blinded with his light.
It's like between Candace's voice, the strings, the sort of like musical mist I kind of hinted at. It is all just so melancholic and ethereal. And then Richie's acoustic guitar melody just takes center stage. It's almost like a call and response, but it really depends on your own music listening, the things that you focus on. For me, I'm sort of like all over the place from moment to moment. I may be focused on the atmosphere, then Candace's voice, then Richie's guitar playing. And you guys have probably watched numerous reactions of mine where then in certain moments I am just entirely focused on one instrument. So far in Ocean Gypsy, it's been a combination of both, weirdly enough, where I'm primarily focused on whatever's just in front of me and taking center stage, therefore like the baton keeps getting shifted. But also then now my full focus went to Richie and his playing. It's there's a lot going on here. And in terms of like the genre, we all know like Blackmore's Night, they love the acoustic feel, the folk feel, the medieval feel, Renaissance feel. I would almost say that this is like a combo of Renaissance and like folk rock, if I had to like give a final answer for what this genre is here.
Was gold. Eyes were were blinded with his light. The sun she gave reflected back the night. The moon was waning, almost out of sight. Softly ocean gypsy calls, silence holds the stars a while. They smile sadly for her where she falls. Just the time before the dawn, the sea is hushed, the ocean calls her. Day has taken her, and now she's gone. Ocean gypsy of the moon, the sun has made 1,000 nights for you.
Nice little modulation
Ocean
there.
gypsy, where are you? Shadows followed by the stars have turned to gold, turned to gold.
Yeah, I felt that melody. Oh, but now where is he taking it?
She died, ocean gypsy shackled to the tide, the ebbing waves, the turning, spreading wide.
I just love that lyric. The ocean gypsy shackled to the tide. It's fleeting, right? Whatever happens with the wave, it becomes large, right? A tsunami wave, imagine, but eventually over time it recedes. So whatever's there in the present moment, it's that moment, and it may be gone a few moments later.
Something gone within her eyes, her fingers lifeless stroke the sand. Her battered soul was lost, she was abandoned. Silken threads like wings still shine, wind snake pleasures still make patterns in a lovely glare, so dark and fine. Stands on high beneath the seas, cries no more, her tears have dried. Oceans weep for her, the ocean sighs.
Ocean sighs.
Ocean gypsy of the moon, the sun has made 1,000 nights for you to hold. Ocean gypsy, where are you? Shadows followed by the stars have turned to gold, turned to gold, turned to gold, turned to gold, turned to
Turn to gold. That's a beautiful composition, as is like typical with Blackmore's Night. Everything comes to a head with the strings getting louder, the atmosphere feeling thicker, Candace being even more emotional, and this song, I was trying to like uncover a bit of its meaning. I was a little bit confused in certain moments of like what the metaphor is actually meant to get across, of the ocean gypsy and the kind of changing of tides. It seems to almost be that the ocean is representative of one's changing emotions. And of course, the waves, as we spoke about, they could be monumental. They could be as high as a tsunami's waves are and recede to the complete calm and tranquil state that bodies of water can kind of exist within. So emotions, right, they're fleeting, up and down they go, and it's fluid. That's the important thing. And of course, water is a literal fluid definitionally. If we take even like the physics definition into this thing, being able to have that fluidity in one's emotions, it makes us very psychologically flexible, and we kind of react then dynamically to different sets of circumstances. What would be, I think, problematic though in life is to only operate purely from one's emotion, because those are inherently fleeting. And if you don't have pillars of strength, of being grounded in maybe some logic or values that you hold even above your own temporary emotions, then you will be wherever you are. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. And one moment when you're sad because you have a logical reason to be sad, it will impact every other part of your life, and any other values may diminish. And you kind of get stuck going nowhere. That's at least how it's felt to me anecdotally in my own life. The times where I've kind of held myself hostage entirely to my own emotions. So it's always important to find that balance, right? And it's interesting when we take this song with Blackmore's Night, Ocean Gypsy, in contrast to The Gypsy by Deep Purple, they are always worlds apart. The riff that makes The Gypsy as catchy as it is, Richie getting to go crazy on the guitar per usual, stands in stark contrast to Richie's performance in Ocean Gypsy, where he just adds a few acoustic phrases here and there, maybe builds on it within 4 bars, and then kind of hands it back to the rest of the beautiful instrumentation, hands it back to Candace and the lyrics. So worlds apart, but always enjoyable. And I'm glad we got to end on Ocean Gypsy, because it is just a very calm way to kind of start my morning. I'm going to go make some food for myself, but now I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll listen to more Deep Purple in the coming days, so always stay tuned for those reactions. But in any case, my friends, that is all for today. Take care of yourselves, and peace.